relatives, friends, and family of the Hewlett-Woodmere Public Schools. Welcome to this year's 2021 Woodmere Middle School 8th grade graduation. The ceremony will begin in approximately 3 minutes. The processional will begin soon.
Let's hear it for our class of 2021, please. A big thank you to Mr. Holford and the members of our 7th grade band. Good afternoon, parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins, faculty members, and other honored guests. Welcome to the 3rd of 3 moving up ceremonies for the Woodmere Middle School class of 2021. I'd like to begin by inviting to the podium our 8th grade student representative, Armani Tetsadi, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing for the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner. I would ask the class of 2021, please stand and get ready for the pledge and the Star-Spangled Banner. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We would ask the class of 2021, please take your seats, and everyone else as well. Thank you. Thank you, Armani. Appreciate that. Thank you, Ms. Little, and to the 8th grade select choir as well. I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge some of the special people from the district office for the help throughout this school year. Dr. Ralph Marino, Superintendent of Schools, and his entire team of administrators at the Woodmere Education Center. Thank you, Dr. Marino. Thank you to our Board of Education for the support of all the Hewlett-Woodmere programs. Some individual thank yous to our Assistant Principal, Mr. Colin Thompson, Miss Laura Hastings, our Chairperson of Special Ed, and our outgoing PTA co-presidents for this year, Mrs. Stephanie DeSico and Mrs. Sarit Mizrahi. Thank you. As well as one of next year's co-presidents, Ms. Gina Page Nelson. I would also like to thank our teachers and staff who have been instrumental in your academic and social development. And last, but certainly not least, our 8th grade school counselor who has guided you through the last 3 years at Woodmere Middle School, Mrs. Colleen Murphy. Once again, welcome to the Woodmere Middle School graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, family, faculty, and especially to all 8th grade graduates, it goes without saying that the past year and a half has been an unprecedented experience, one that we will hopefully never have to endure again. During the pandemic, we have learned a great many lessons about living through a virus of this magnitude, and I would like to remind you of 3 such lessons that will serve you well as you move on to George W. Hewlett High School. First, there is no doubt that you all face so many new challenges, challenges that no WMS graduate can ever say they had to face. You adapted to a new learning environment, which included Google Meets, Kami software, and Schoology pages. not to mention 3 different modes of instruction on different hybrid A and B days. You faced a great deal of adversity and adapted where needed. Because of that, you are more prepared to take on life's roller coaster ride of good and bad times. I would like to point out that it certainly hasn't come without one stellar upside. The next time your parents tell you about how tough they had it when they were young, or the vast distance they traveled just to get to school, I know it will be with much glee that you remind them that you not only had to cope with the global pandemic, but graduated middle school at the same time. The second lesson is perhaps one of the most encouraging outcomes of the pandemic. In times of trouble, when all seems lost and it looks like there is no end in sight, humans have an innate ability to band together, to help and look out for one another. I witnessed so many random acts of kindness throughout this school year and would like to list just a few of them for you. The simple gesture of holding the door open for the person behind you at all the different entrances in the morning. Saying thank you to our custodial and cafeteria workers on a daily basis. Helping a classmate pick up the belongings they dropped when someone crossed over the blue line and bumped them to the ground. Sitting next to, socially distanced of course, someone who was eating alone at lunch. And lastly, just supporting someone else who was having a rough day. At times, it may have been hard and by no means comfortable, but together you made this year more than anyone could have expected. You, your friends, family members, and teachers alike made the best of a bad situation, and because of that, Woodmere Middle School was a safe haven for so many. Finally, the third lesson, we learned to appreciate the simple things in life. Time with family and friends became a sanctuary. We became closer and found ways to enjoy each other's company. We looked forward to holiday Zoom meetings, virtual birthday celebrations, and an occasional online bunco game. You carried its appreciation to school, and we were thankful to learn, play some sports, hang around with your friends at recess. You found ways to enjoy your time, occasionally a game of soccer with a water bottle, a foot race to the gymnasium doors, or just watching a YouTube video. This newfound appreciation for the simple things will keep you grounded in what is truly important in life. As my parting words to you as Woodmere Middle School 8th graders, I would like to share a famous quote from author Alan Alexander Milne. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. I wish you the best of luck and much happiness at Hewlett High School. Congratulations to the class of 2021. At this time, I would like to introduce our Student Council President, Francesca Castro, to share some words with the graduating class. Francesca.
It is a great honor for me to welcome Dr. Bauer, Mr. Thompson, Mrs. Murphy, staff, family, and WMS 2021 graduates. People often say that what falls in the middle tends to be forgotten. People remember the first and the last, but I believe these 3 years have been a memorable journey and we will cherish these memories. They have helped shape us. Entering the 6th grade was a difficult transition for everyone, but we made it through with the help of teachers and support from our friends and family. Trips like Frost Valley, navigating our ways through the hallways, and participating in science and history fairs made us feel more responsible and mature when we first got here. I think we will have a similar experience in high school. Then, 7th grade rolled around, and everyone was excited to finally participate in extracurricular activities. While this was able to last for a few months, the school unexpectedly shut down because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and we all had to experience online learning. Each one of us was faced with the challenges we never knew we would have to overcome, which strengthened us for 8th grade. Once 8th grade began, most of us had grown accustomed to wearing masks in public. However, we continued to face new obstacles as the year carried on. Despite all the downfalls of the virus, efforts made by students and faculty allowed us to return to sports and in-person learning. Regardless of whether we were online, hybrid, or full in person, our teachers and parents were our main sources of encouragement and motivation. They are the people who educated and inspired us throughout middle school, and I am sure they will do the same in high school. Therefore, I would like to take a moment to thank them for all the work they did to help us reach where we are today. First and foremost, let us never forget how strong and resolute we have all been to arrive at this achievement. And remember that we are always stronger together. Congratulations, Woodmere Middle School, Class of 2021. See you all for the next chapter of our lives at Hewlett High School.
Thank you, Francesca. And now, help me welcome our PTA co-president, outgoing, Ms. Sarit Mizrahi, who will share some remarks with the graduating class. Sarit?
Hello, my name is Sarit Mizrahi. Stephanie DeSico and I have had a great honor of being the co-presidents of the Woodmere Middle School PTA for this very special 2021 graduating class. We know that the past 18 months have not been easy, but we're in awe of all of you for never giving up and facing all the challenges with grace and compassion. The halls of Woodmere Middle School will miss your friendly smiles and warm laughter as you move on to bigger and greater challenges in the high school. You have accomplished so many wonderful things at the Woodmere Middle School, and we know that you will leave many fond memories of your 3 years here. The PTA is delighted to partner with the exceptionally caring, dedicated teachers, support staff, and administration who work so hard every day to enrich our children's lives. Our teachers are our strength and are a dynamic part of our PTA. We are very proud and grateful that the Woodmere Middle School continues its tradition of having 100% full-time teacher membership in our PTA. We would like to say a special thank you to Dr. Bauer and Mr. Thompson for being so supportive of the PTA and our children. To Mrs. Murphy, thank you for being a great guidance counselor and supporting our children these past 3 years. We would also like to thank the superintendency led by Dr. Marino and to the members of the Board of Ed for your continued support and guidance. It is also important to thank our members of the PTA. Either by joining, volunteering, or donating, we could not have accomplished all that we did this year without you. It is thanks to our members that our PTA continues to be strong and valuable in our community. On behalf of the PTA, we join the parents, teachers, family, and friends in congratulating all of the 8th grade students. Graduates, we wish you a wonderful new journey into your high school years. We know you're up for the challenge. In the word of Harriet Tubman, always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. Congratulations to the Woodmere Middle School Class of 2021.
Thank you, Sarit. At this time, I would like to welcome to the podium one of our co-advisors to the Student Council, Dr. Cara Fusco, who will introduce students who will honor the retirees. Dr. Fusco.
I'd like to welcome Armani Tetzadi back up to the podium to honor our employees who are retiring this year.
This year, Woodmere Middle School staff has 2 retirees. The Student Council has honored these staff members with commemorative plaque that says, in recognition for your dedication to Woodmere Middle School. Our first retiree is Martha Ferguson, a beloved member of the art department who says, the time has come for me to return to my first career of being an artist. I'm handing in my Chromebook to take up my artist palette and get to work on some new paintings. Miss Ferguson will be greatly missed. Our second retiree is Patty Pryor, who had been a valued teacher aide for 30 years. She has worked throughout the district in several buildings, assisting many students along the way. We want to thank Miss Pryor and for her dedication to Hewlett-Woodmere Public Schools. We wish both retirees all the best in the next chapter.
Thank you, Armani. And now it's my distinct pleasure to introduce to you our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Ralph Marino.
Good afternoon, parents, family members, Woodmere Middle School faculty and staff, and a very special good afternoon to the Woodmere Middle School 8th graders. At this ceremony, you will take your very last steps as Woodmere Middle School students. When you leave the field today, you will officially become Hewlett High School freshmen. And in September, you will begin the last leg of your educational journey here at Hewlett Woodmere Public Schools. For many of you, that journey began at Franklin Early Childhood Center when you were little pre-K or kindergarten students. At your Franklin graduation, you turned your caps to proudly display which one of our wonderful elementary schools would be your new school home. You said goodbye for now to some of your new first grade friends as you made your way to second grade at Hewlett or Ogden. You learned so much in elementary school and started to form lasting friendships with your classmates at field days, dress-up days, holiday celebration, STEAM nights, dance performances, extravaganza, and so much more. I remember 3 years ago at your Hewlett and Ogden graduation telling you just how special Woodmere Middle School was and that you had nothing to worry about. At that time, I'm guessing you didn't really believe me, but I was right, wasn't I? I made the very same promise last week to all of our current 5th graders at their graduations. As the WF's class of 2021, you entered Woodmere Middle School with a little bit of nerves and tons of excitement. You reconnected with your friends who attended Hewlett or Ogden and became one class for the rest of your years at Hewlett Woodmere Public Schools. Bonds were solidified as you braved the cold at Frost Valley and Long Island Adventure. I remember visiting you on those 6th grade trips and thinking what a wonderful, fun, and intelligent group of students you were. In the middle of 7th grade, you were thrown a curveball in the form of a worldwide pandemic. In an instant, you went from seeing your classmates and teachers in person every day to seeing them through a computer screen for the rest of the 2019-2020 school year. Last September brought even more changes with different modes of instruction, masks, barriers, and health checks. You all learned to make the best of a difficult situation. It was wonderful to see you overcome adversity and have the opportunity to play on the field with your teammates, perform in virtual concerts and theater showcases, and even a visit Adventureland. Your strength and resilience has been extraordinary. While we're not sure what next year will bring, one thing is for certain: you will thrive together. It is so appropriate that your middle school graduation is being held on the Hewlett High School field, your home for the next 4 years. There really is something for everyone at Hewlett High School. No matter what your interests are, there is a class, a club, a sport, an activity waiting for you. There truly is no better place to find your true passions in life. Have a safe, fun, relaxing summer. I can't wait to greet you on September 1st as Hewlett High School freshmen. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Marino. A special thank you to Dr. Andrew Fund for his help in organizing these 3 ceremonies. Thank you, Dr. Fund. And a special thank you to the high school, middle school, and district facilities and security staff for all their work in making this possible. Thank you. We would also like to acknowledge all of our special award recipients here for the class of 2021. In the program, you have the list of award winners. Congratulations to all of you. You certainly have left your mark on Woodmere Middle School. This year, as many of you know, was the 10th year of our community service program at the middle school. While the pandemic curtailed our requirement for the year, we do have quite a few students who are well on their way to complete the needed hours over the first and second year. We distributed blue and white cords to students meeting the designated amount of service hours. This year, 105 8th grade students are proudly wearing the blue and white cord. Congratulations. And we would also like to acknowledge our 72 eighth grade students who were inducted into the National Junior Honor Society from this graduating class. Congratulations to you. And now, at this particular time, we will begin acknowledging our eighth grade graduates. The class will begin receiving certificates starting with our right side, your left. A professional picture is being taken on this side of the stage that will be mailed to you directly during the summer. At this time, I would like to invite the guidance counselor for the current eighth grade class, Mrs. Colleen Murphy, to the podium to read the names of our 2021 graduating class. Certificates will be distributed by Mr. Thompson and Dr. Fusco. Ms. Murphy.
Thank you. All right, will row one please rise? Come on over. Sean O'Rourke. Shannon O'Rourke. Olamalekan Okanyemi. Jonathan Ospina. Rachel Oved. Lior Pascal. Isaiah Pierre. Antonia Pignatelli. Gabriel Pagulayan. Will row two please stand? Emma Player. Caitlin Pritzker. Ibrahim Kazi. Maya Rabin. Aideen Ramanzada. Arlene Reyna. Dana Ramgarib. Kaylee Rave. Zachary Renzen. Jason Rick. Row three, please stand. Ariel River. Lucas Rodriguez. Jacob Rovner. Clarissa Royer. Mirella Rosengaus. Gabriel Rubinoff. Lev Rushinsky. David Rifkin. Sarah Sachs. All right, well, row 4, please stand up. Yuval Supportis. Zuriana Saig. Jason Shapiro. Sharon Sharit. Farah Shi. Idan Shaponi. Michael Shlemovich. Ethan Silver. Olivia Rivas Gonzalez. And Jonathan Yosipov. Row 5, please stand and come over. Olivia Sinha. Jordan Sita. Alexander Sita. Emily Smuckler. Wesley Schrader. Lexi Stoles. Lily Strobel. Samuel Sult. Leo Cirillo. Row 6, please stand and come over. Ori Tamir. Tyler Tesler. Armani Tetsoti. Noah Toker. Sofia Tumazados. Aiden Towdy. Russell Troyakov. Sebastian Urena. Row 7, please stand and come over. Ariel Vaknin. Roz Vaknin. Dante Valenti. Julian Valmy. Isabella Vardaro. Brianna Vigatti. Reese Voto. Dylan Weinman. Maeve Williams. Lincoln Williams. Okay, row 8, come on over. Tanisha Williamson. Aviv Yegudayev. Jaden Yohai. Lihi Yona. Gabriela Zaitsev. Charles Zeladon Mendoza. Natalie Zellner. Olivia Ziarno. Ertuk Zorlulu. And last but not least, Julia Zorlulu.
Just going to wait about 30 seconds, maybe a minute. We just want to finish our photos on the left side here, your right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for the Woodmere Middle School class of 2021. Parents and guests, I believe that these students are ready to take their beach chairs and begin their well-deserved summer break. Students, please stand, pack your chairs. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I present to you the Hewlett High School class of 2025. Congratulations. Procession.